Hello, everyone, and welcome to Around the League. My name is Coach John Merritt. This is the show where we talk to Metro League football players about their future college aspirations. Today on the show, we have John Burroughs' own Adisa Roberts. How are you today, Adi?
I'm good, Coach. Thank you for having me.
Oh, great to see you today. Adi, tell us how your recruiting's going. What's going on with your recruiting these days?
I would say so far so good. I think COVID kind of put a little bit of a handicap on the whole process, but I'm just trying to stay patient, stay working. Lindenwood was a few weeks ago. Wonderful experience. I've remained in contact with some coaches that I've met there. But I'm just trying to stay level-headed, stay grounded, and just continue to work.
Saw you at the Lindenwood camp. You were a top performer, had a great camp all around, and drew some attention from some college coaches. Who have you been talking to? What schools have you been talking to since the Lindenwood camp showing their interest?
Since the Lindenwood camp, I've talked to Abilene Christian quite a bit. Benedictine College, I believe, is pretty interested. Southern Illinois, Murray State, Butler, as far as that goes.
That's very impressive. And talk to us about the rest of your summer plans. What camps do you have coming up where coaches should be looking for you?
Okay, so coming up, I should be at the University of Memphis on the 23rd. The HBCU Combine at SLU on the 26th. Then shortly after that, I want to say mid-July. My mother would like to get me to Brown, I believe, and potentially Princeton. And then I think I'm ending the summer with the KU camp.
Okay, that's a nice full camp schedule. So we're expecting to see you at Memphis, HBCU Combine, Brown, Princeton, Kansas. That's a great list, and we're sure you're going to shine at those camps. Tell the folks out there in the Twitter sphere, what are your greatest strengths as a football player that you bring to the field?
I think for me, honestly, I'm kind of like, I wouldn't necessarily say I play to be rude necessarily, but I play a little aggravated. I'm not gonna lie. Like it's just a certain level of intensity that I bring or try to bring for myself and just for my teammates that I think is necessary for our success as a team. I think in terms of just pursuit, like my pursuit to the ball is pretty good. I have this, I wouldn't even call it unique, but as I continue to grow into my body and just become more athletically inclined, I'm able to use the aggression at the line that I've developed at the line of scrimmage along with my technique. And that's really helped me stick to guys. And then I'm not the tallest, but I'm pretty lanky. So I use my length to my advantage quite a bit.
What areas of your game, Adi, are you trying to improve for the fall of 2021?
My number one priority is getting bigger.
So you've been in the weight room steadily all through the winter. Tell the people out there, what's your height and weight right now?
I stand about 5'11", like 160 on a good day. Oh, man. Yeah, 160 on a good day.
160 on a good day.
On a good day.
Tell us about your teammate, Tyson Ford. I'm going to give you 3 words to describe your teammate.
I would say Tyson is probably one of the goofiest people I've ever met. But he's extremely intelligent, and I know this is 2 words, but he's a very hard-working guy. And sky's the limit for him, man. I'm real proud of Tyson. Real proud of Tyson.
You going with goofy, intelligent, hard-working. I'm not going to penalize you. That is 4 words, but I'll take it as 3 for the show today.
Appreciate that, Coach.
You said sky is the limit for Tyson. What is it that you love about playing with him? I know you've played with him in football. You played with him in basketball. What do you love about being his teammate?
Well, honestly, me and Tyson have been teammates since we were in about the 4th grade. We started playing basketball together, and so I think the thing that just makes me the most proud, and the thing the moments that we've shared up until this point in our lives, I think just seeing him continue to be persistent. Like any obstacle that's been thrown his way, anything anyone's ever said about him, he hasn't let that stop him. He hasn't let that that impede him from chasing his own greatness. Yes, sir.
Outside of football, what do you love to do? What are your hobbies? What are your interests? Let us know a little bit about you outside the field.
Outside of football, you can honestly find me at home, probably watching Netflix. I love music. I'm actually in the process of becoming a DJ. So there's that. And then I'm an art guy, oddly enough. So you might find me like drawing something, writing a poem, something, just weird. I'm a nerd, honestly.
You sound like it's a Renaissance man is what we call that, Adisa. All
Yes,
the
sir.
classics. You got poetry, art, music, drama. You into all of that. That's a Renaissance man in the 21st century, Adisa Roberts.
Yes, sir.
Who is the biggest inspiration in your life?
My biggest inspiration, I actually have two. And I know this is probably like typical cliche answer, but my mother, she has shown me since I was a little kid what it truly means to be yourself and to be yourself unapologetically. I would definitely say her. And then I would also have to say a really big inspiration to me is probably my grandfather. Me knowing, and he's no longer with us, but me knowing the things that he's gone through and then being able to kind of directly compare that to my experiences with him, I think he just showed me a lot of great things. And he kind of taught me how to just keep that smile and just keep it moving.
That's beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful. Thank you for sharing that, Adi Roberts. Let's get back to you on the football field. You play corner, outstanding corner, great feet, great hands, great speed, quickness, aggressiveness. We've talked about all those things already. Let's go to a playoff game against Miller Career. You come up with an interception on that play. Miller Career trying to challenge you deep down the field on your side, driving the field, trying to get a score. We're up one score. They're trying to even the game. You pick it off. Talk us through that play.
Okay, so first I would like to start by saying this. My cousin was the quarterback during that game. So there was a little bit of like, it was unspoken. Like we hadn't really talked about it leading up to the game, but I was like, there's absolutely no way I'm letting this man throw any passes on me.
You had a little something extra on that one. It was some family business.
I did. And so when they snapped the ball, I was kind of cocked so I could see everything in front of me. And I'm looking, and the receiver that I was going against at the time, he was a pretty big dude. Like
he was big.
Yeah, he was a pretty tall kid. And so he started running this route off the line, no like free release, no, I didn't get to put hands on him, none of that. And he actually got behind me a little bit. And I was like, oh man.
Oh no.
Oh man. So I did my best to just kind of catch up with him, and like I saw him out of my peripherals. And honestly, if it was any better ball, he might have got that one off. But once it was in the air, I'm like, oh yeah, that's me. And I actually almost dropped it. I don't know if you saw, but I almost dropped it. I had
did a little bobbling.
Yeah, I had to add a little bit of extra flair and finesse to it. But it was just one. I wasn't going home, and I didn't want any of my friends to go home for our season to end right in that moment. So I just made the play.
The second play I want to talk about, you're dynamic in the kick return game. Kick return. All Metro League kick returner first team last year. So against Clayton, the punt comes down, you catch it, start to the right, break back to the left. Talk us through that play.
Okay. That's actually, so far in my high school career, I say that's one of my favorite plays. And I think you giving me the opportunity to go out there and return punts is something that I will always be grateful for, because it gives me another opportunity outside of offense to kind of showcase what I can do with the ball in my hands. But it was in the air, and we reps returning punts that week in practice a little bit. You know, Coach Johnson and his elbows together, look it all the way in. You know how he is about that. And so I remember him telling me, he was like, I just catch it and then do what you got to do. And so when it was in the air, it was kind of high, and their entire team was pretty much breathing down my neck.
The whole team was hawking you, man.
but I caught it, and I want to say Gunner maybe, he was right there next to me. Like, all he had to do was blow on me, and I would have, like, the play would have been over. But I caught it. I saw him out the corner of my eye. He flew past me, and I ran to the right, like you said, and I seen a bunch of big old I seen a bunch of big old, like, country corn-fed looking dudes, and I was like, yeah, I'm going the other direction. And fortunately, I had blockers and enough speed to get to that edge, make that play, and
House call.
I almost fell. I almost fell.
Well, that was a tremendous play, Adi, and continue to make great plays like that. We're going to look forward to more of those from you this season and for seasons to come as you move to the next level. We got to the section of the show we call Rapid Fire. Now, I'm going to ask you the questions, and then you're going to answer rapidly. We've had a lot of guests on this show, Adi, and I think you have the most potential in rapid fire because you are decisive. You were decisive. Okay. I'm not going to say any of these other guys weren't decisive. I'm not going to name any of their names, okay? But I know you're going to be decisive in rapid fire. So here we go. Sir. We're going to start with the wings because, I love wings. You going hot or mild on your wings?
I'm going hot.
Going hot. Gotta be. Go to the video games. Xbox, PlayStation.
I'm an Xbox guy, but I like we have a PlayStation at my house, so that's what I play.
Wait. I just said you was gonna be decisive. Which answer you go with? Xbox.
No, this is what I'm saying. Look, Coach Merritt, I gotta be honest with you. I'm a little broke right now. I don't have it like that. So I'm saying Xbox. If I was financially competent enough, there would be an Xbox in my room as we're speaking. But we have a PlayStation at the house. So that is what I gotta play.
You gotta play what you gotta play. Hey, yes, I'm good with that. You gotta play what you gotta play. Early morning or late at night?
Oh, I'm a night owl.
Night owl, 100%. When you're wearing your slides, okay, you're wearing your flip-flops, you going socks or bare feet?
I'm going bare feet. It'd be hot outside.
Going bare feet all the way. Nike or Adidas?
Nike,
no question.
No question.
And the last question for you today, LeBron James or Michael Jordan?
I'm a Kobe fan. So,
oh, you going to flip the script, go with Kobe on this?
Yeah, Kobe is my favorite player of all time, greatest player of all time, in my personal opinion. I think you got to appreciate Michael Jordan for what he did. But basketball is constantly changing. So I feel like the comparisons people try to make, like Kobe and Jordan, LeBron and Jordan, LeBron and Kobe, I feel like it's unfair because basketball is constantly changing.
As we've always known, Adi Roberts goes his own way. Even on the rapid fire, he's going to be his own man, do it his own way.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for joining us today. This is Around the League. I'm Coach John Merritt on with Adi Roberts, 2022 defensive back, kick returner, wide receiver from John Burroughs School. Coaches, make sure you look him up. He's going to be a good one. We thank you, and we'll see you next time.